want to be very candid. I addressed this thing with rituals, and I've mentioned the same to the education committee led by Mheshimiwa Meka. We spoke about this employment of interns, and there was a very big question mark, and we saw a time bomb. The bomb has now exploded. Why do I say so? Kenya Kwanza government today had very good intentions for the education sector. And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, without mentioning anyone, that the employment of teachers to the teaching force over the past decade and a half was something that we could weep about. There's no single time Teacher Service Commission employed teachers to the tune of 5,000 plus in the last decade. It was basically 5,000, an additional 2,500. And the reason for the 2,500 was replacement for those who have retired or those who are not there due to natural attrition. Replacement. So when we saw the Kenya Kwanza government education charter, we got impressed. Whether you are in Azimio, whether you are in whichever side of the divide, as a teacher, employment of more teachers meant a lot for this republic. And you know something that people don't know about us is that teaching is a call. The way you handle the learners that you teach, even better than the way you handle your own children. I want to tell you, that passion for any trained teacher cannot be underrated. So we looked at the Kenya Kwanza education charter, and there was the need to employ 116,000 teachers. I hope you all saw it. Then we said, yes, we're headed somewhere. And in a record short time, the government was able to employ 56,000 teachers. I'm talking about what you know, because I want to bring the genesis of this problem. Then at employment, we saw the meager number of PMP. You get? Then had a bigger number of interns. So our question was, what is it that is not happening? Employment of more teachers was but a project of the government, which we consented to and really appreciated the president about. This is wonderful. Where we missed the point was that Teacher Service Commission. TSC is the owner of this document. This is the code of regulations. You learn about it because you know teachers. And the code is derived from an act of parliament. So by extension, the code is a legal document. What does the code speak to on employment of teachers? The code talks about permanent and pensionable terms of employment. Then the code talks about contractual employment. I can ask you if you may be able to get closer to this document. It is stated very clear, and that is regulation number 57 and 58. Then let us explain employment on contract and employment on permanent and pensionable terms as stated in the code. PNP, you start off and you get employed, isn't it? You wait for your benefits as you retire, because your pensions will be worked on as from the employment date. Then contractual employment, a teacher may retire, and I hope you know some of them. They retire, but Teacher Service Commission, looking at the shortage of teachers, they even requested some teachers who retired to continue working on contract. Some even applied to be teachers on contract. Apart from after retirement, TSC can contract teachers when they deem fit that the need is there. So we have teachers employed on contract and teachers employed on PN. This legal document has nothing to do with interns. Nothing, absolutely. So the failure came in when Teacher Service Commission, upon the project of the government to employ more teachers, they did not align your employment with the requirements of the Code of Regulations. Look at your letters. If your letter pronounced employment on contract, you could have had no reason to take Teacher Service Commission to court. Are you getting the point? Because you are validly and by law employed. But when you have internship, I want to support you on the idea that you are pronounced as interns, which is wrong.